Hey, you guys. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of a Life Coaching with MDR. I'm going to be short and sweet. This was on my mind yesterday. And I want to just help somebody who also may be, married in a long relationship, engaged, all that good stuff. So, this is what I thought about, that in your relationship, you're bringing in two different upbringings. You're bringing in what your parents have taught you, or your mother, if she was a single mom, or your dad, if he raised you by himself, all that. So you bring in your upbringing, and he's bringing his upbringing, or your significant other is bringing in their upbringing. But you're trying to create a foundation that is for both of you guys. And sometimes that is hard to do only because you haven't learned to compromise. And compromise does not mean being a doormat. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about actual coming to an agreement that is sufficient enough for both of you guys. So, you are laying down the foundation that you can raise your kids on, that you can live your life with, that you can base your finances off of, that you can grow and prosper and be great lovers, be great friends, learn how to communicate better. You are building this foundation for longevity. And a lot of people don't bring in this notion of building a foundation, and they wonder why the relationship doesn't last. So you have to have hard conversations. It's not easy. I am truly not a verbal person. I'm learning to be a verbal person. I have learned to be a verbal person. And I'm living by this motto this year, to speak up even if my voice shakes. And I know y'all heard me say that before, but it's true. You have to speak up. People can't read your mind. And yes, body language is real, and subliminal messages, all that. Speak up. Say what it is. Say what you need. Say what you don't like. Say, what hurt your feelings. Say what needs to be said. Because if you don't say it, how is the person that you're in a relationship going to know? You have to open your mouth. And it doesn't have to be confrontational. It doesn't have to be ugly. It doesn't have to start an argument. It doesn't even have to be an attitude about it. Just say what you need to say. Even if you have to say, babe, look, this has been on my mind for a while. Can you just listen to me? Please don't interrupt me. Just let me say what I need to say. And y'all go from there. Come from a place of love. Come from a place of wanting to be heard. Come from a place of understanding. I think too many times we open our mouths to communicate, and it's ugly, it's malicious, it's below the belt, and you expect somebody to listen to you. I ain't listening to it. If you come for me and say something derogatory to me, I can't hear you. I can no longer hear what you're trying to say. All I heard is you trying to come for me, and I'm not going to let you. At this age of I ain't got the time. I do not have the time. And I think in a lot of cases that we are bringing in all of who we are into these relationships, and we have yet to have that conversation that we need to have with the person that we're saying we love, and hear say that they love us. But you have to talk about everything, even the things you don't think you need to talk about. You need to talk about, because some people have a different meaning for faithfulness, have a different meaning for loyalty, have a different meaning for communication, have a different meaning and definition for a lot of things. So have a clear understanding about the person that you're with. I said I was going to be quick, so I am. So that's one thing. But I thought that it was unique when I thought about it, because I'm going to put this in my book. I'm going to go into depth more in my book. But because you're bringing in all that you are and what you've raised on, you have to learn to compromise. You may not have never gotten a whooping in your life, and you don't want your child to be whooped. But your wife or your husband or may have. They may have got spanked. They may have got whooped with extension cords or a shoe. Child abuse, but that may have been their upbringing and they don't see anything wrong with that. And you like, no, I'm not going to allow you to whoop my child. But that's not just your child. That's that person's child too. So you guys got to have a conversation about that before you bring children into the world. Just things like that. And I think if you're really laying down the foundation for longevity, remember that the foundation is being laid for longevity. And with that being said, you have to get beyond yourself. The relationship does not revolve around you. It is not what you want all the time. It is not what you need all the time. You have to be selfless in relationships. You have to be so invested in wanting to see your partner smile that you do stuff to see them smile. It is important. People are in these relationships and they playing house, they playing parenting, they playing love, they playing they playing. And ain't nobody got time to be played with, and ain't nobody got time to be playing. So if you are not serious about the person that you're with, get out. Get out of it. Move on. Go play with folks who want to play. Okay? And I'm going to end on this note. Know who you have in your life. Because you want somebody that's solid, that can handle adversity, that can handle financial hardships, that know how to hustle, grind, get in the trenches with you, who know how to wipe tears, to encourage, support, uplift, pray. It is not always going to be peaches and cream. It's not always going to be sunshine. You need somebody that's going to stand in the rain with you, get wet, protect you with an umbrella, or whatever the case may be. But you need somebody that's all in. And I think, this is my opinion, relationships don't last because people are always looking for the next best thing, when they've already been blessed with what they prayed for. We pray for these things. Lord, bless me with a man that's hardworking, loyal, supportive, honest, understanding, loving, blah, 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 blah. And we get them and we start talking back to somebody else. Or you say, as a man, Lord, bless me with a woman that cooks, clean, support my dreams, that's honest, that's lovable, that's cute, that got a bad shape, all this stuff. You get her and you start looking for somebody else. Stop playing. Get all the way in or get all the way out. That's all I got to say. Be blessed. Have a good rest of your week. Have a good rest of your day. Next time you come back, come bring somebody back with you. Peace.